Three news items today, all telling the same story, namely that EVs are an extremely hard sell. Lexus is slashing prices, Porsche is cutting production, and Mercedes sales are collapsing. There really is only so long that these automakers can continue to hemorrhage money for the sake of placating governments obsessed with net zero. Eventually they'll have to face the simple truth. Normal people just don't want the hassle of an EV. They just want a vehicle that does what they need without worrying about where its next fix of electricity is coming from and how long it will take, or whether it will get to where they need to get to without constant anxiety as their range drops faster than the kilometres are consumed. And these brands are fast realising that no amount of government bribing or bullying will ever change that. Welcome back to MGUY, British engineer and lawyer, now Sydney-based YouTuber. Be sure to follow me on the usual socials for more content, links in the description, and please make sure you're subscribed and have enabled all notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos. Firstly, let's take a look at Lexus, which is slashing prices of its EVs. Great for the used market as well, right? Lexus slashes EV prices by as much as £7,000 to stimulate sales. Sister brand to Toyota has dramatically reduced the price of its UX300e EV. Flagship RZ450e electric car has also had a £2,100 price reduction. Some of the manufacturer's hybrid vehicles are also subject to price cuts. Japanese luxury car brand Lexus has significantly cut the price of its electric and hybrid models this week in an effort to boost sales. With today's EV market being propped up by huge fleet demand, many being drivers using low-tax salary sacrifice schemes through their employers, Lexus has slashed its prices to increase appeal for private buyers. The biggest saving in excess of £7,000 is on the company's smallest EV model it seems eager to shift in greater numbers. And Lexus does a valiant job of trying to spin this as doing consumers a favour. Chris Hayes, director of Lexus in the UK, said, "At a time when people have become all too used to rising prices, we're pleased to be reversing the trend and offering genuine reductions in the cost of ownership of our leading battery electric and plug-in hybrid models. The enhanced pricing comes with no compromise. Customers can be assured of the same high levels of quality, reliability and customer service that have long distinguished our brand in the premium car market." Well, this is corporate BS, to be frank. They wouldn't be cutting prices if they were beating down the doors to buy the things. This is lack of demand, plain and simple, combined with a need to shift cars to get some cash flow going. And the same story is playing out at Mercedes, where its sales figures for EVs are a disaster. Mercedes EV sales are in freefall, EQS down more than 50%. Mercedes EVs had a rough second quarter, but plug-in hybrid sales jumped 524%. Again, beware of the percentages. They don't give the base numbers on which that ridiculous number is calculated, but you can bet it's pretty small. Mercedes has walked back their electric vehicle ambitions and decided to invest more into internal combustion engines. Their reasoning is becoming crystal clear as EV sales have tanked. Mercedes-Benz USA released their second quarter results today, and they paint a grim picture for electric vehicle adoption. EQE and EQE SUV sales fell 47% compared to the second quarter of 2023. That's a huge drop, but year-to-date sales are only off by 4%. However, the EQE SUV didn't go on sale until the spring of 2023, so it's clear that sales have slowed more than the year-to-date figures suggest. And similarly, Porsche is in trouble with its flagship boat anchor, the Taycan. Porsche Taycan production reduced as demand for luxury EVs cools, report. The German brand's flagship electric vehicle isn't enjoying the same demand as it once was, with production set to be scaled back as a result. Production of the Porsche Taycan is reportedly being reduced by the German carmaker as demand for the model and the wider luxury electric vehicle EV market slows down. German newspaper Stuttgarter Nachrichten reports the Zuffenhausen plant, where the Porsche Taycan is built, is set to move to a single-shift production schedule down from its existing two-shift routine. The newspaper has attributed the cutbacks to decreasing demand for EVs, which has had a significant impact on Porsche's flagship EV. What is scary is that there were still 100 or so people in Australia who were idiotic enough to buy one. They clearly need to watch more MGUY videos. From January to June this year, 163 Taycans have been sold in Australia, down 33.7% on the same period last year, during which period 246 examples were sold. More money than sense is the only explanation. If you're going to drop a ton of cash on a Porsche, at least buy a 911. You can be sure your investment will be rewarded with minimal depreciation, but you buy a Taycan and, well, just ask the Macmaster how his Taycan purchase is going. If there is an argument for an EV, it's for a small city car for urban use that you can charge overnight. But that is literally it. And luxury barges like the EQS and the Taycan make 0 sense as an EV. Can the EV market recover from all this? I'm not sure. More and more people are realizing that EVs are not an improvement over a regular car and are actually a huge step backwards in practicality and convenience when compared to regular gas cars. Why else do governments have to subsidize them so much and try to bully and bribe everyone into buying one? I think we all know the answer to that question.